and I finally got a chance to watch this film. And oh boy, what a wonderfully poignant film this was. Hi, guys, this is Farhad, and welcome back to my channel, Popcorn Reviews. If you're new to this channel, then please smash that subscribe button now. And taking a break from the blast from the past section, I went on to venture into this new Malayalam film, which is called Ullozhukku. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Ullozhukku. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, which stars Parvathy and Urvashi. Now, I have been, hearing rave reviews about this film, also citing that the story of this film was a part of the Cinestan storytelling competition in 2018, in which the this film, which was the winner, ultimately beat the story of Lapata Ladies that was made early on in the year, and that's what got me excited. Now, 2024 has been a great year for the Malayalam film industry, but if there was this one gripe, one little criticism that if I had to serve, it was not forming strong female characters that are there in either of the films, barring Atom to a very large extent. I think Atom was the only film that had a strong female character in the form of Zareen. She did a wonderful job and had a wonderful role as well. Premalu also had a decent role, but then none of the other female characters were memorable in any way. Now, there would be a point of argument that, this could be due to the story as well, and you shouldn't force yourself on the story. And I agree with that argument. But there should also be stories, which would be catered to making strong female presence in the film. Only that is when things will improve, as cinema as a tool for medium is used. So I feel in that regard it was a little bit on the downside in a otherwise fabulous 2024 that was there for the Malayalam film industry, which is why I was looking forward to Ullozhukku, because they had seemingly interesting, female characters that were there. So, how is Ullozhukku as a film? Let's find out. So, coming to the story, Ullozhukku is essentially a story of a couple of female who are trapped in a flood-ridden area in which they have to bury a family member, but there are a few secrets that come tumbling out of the cupboard also during this process. Now, the story here, and I'm keeping it very vague, is very emotional, but in a very subtle manner. It is not exactly emotional in your face. It has a very subtle streak of emotions with a dichotomy of the situation that is there, which will actually make you question your own morality as well, or how would you react to the situation. The lines between right and wrong are exceedingly blurred in this wonderfully woven screenplay that is there. Now, the screenplay here is very compelling, but one of the facets of the screenplay is the setting here. The setting of the floods that are there, the flood-ridden region that is there. This most definitely, it makes for a metaphor of sorts in which there's a deluge of emotions that are there, almost like the character's truth which is being buried is brought to the surface. That is the kind of the metaphor that is used for the floods, in which there's a case of an interesting state of characterization also. Both the characters of Anju, who plays the daughter-in-law, and Leelamma, who plays the Saas, basically the mother of the husband of Parvati, Anju. So both of them are caught in a dichotomy of situations where each of them have a set of secrets that are there, which are revealed over the screenplay, you can say, which has a share of twists and turns that are there. And you often question on who's right. Is Parvati right in what she's doing? Is Leelamma, which is played by Urvashi, is also right in what she is doing? And is there a case in which both are right or both are wrong as well? It's a fine line that the screenplay treads without revealing anything about what it stands for. It's a fine thread that connects all these characters that are there, whether it's like the state of the characters that they find themselves in. The situation that is there itself is so harsh and so tragic, owing to the floods, first of all, and owing to the situation that the family find themselves in. It is actually a difficult situation that is there, and it questions your own morality also, on whose side it is there. Which also brings me to the thinking that Anju and Leelamma are almost alter egos of each other. They are, probably you can say that Anju is Leelamma on a different timeline. I mean, even Leelamma would have been Anju at certain point in her life, before the situations in her life brought about a change and a sort of acceptance that is there, which is a much more matured outlook towards life. Anju is little bit in the moment, at the, little bit in the moment in the current timeline, very fiery, and also has a mind of her own. But then it is till the realization sets in, till the acceptance sets in which every character has an important role to play here. All the characters are grey, all have the stake in the vested interest of the situation that are there, each and every character, except barring one, which I'll get to. So this is the kind of a screenplay that is there, and I absolutely enjoyed it. It was masterfully woven, and I must say that the Malayalam film industry just knows how to construct a story. I think that is such an important aspect of filmmaking. So coming to the the other aspects like dialogues, the music, and the direction here, I think the dialogues were very profound. Although they were conversational, they were very profound and poignant. Uh, the music by Sushin Sham, I think, was excellent. It went perfectly well with the mood of the drama. There were so many emotions that he brought to the surface through his music. Incredibly well composed songs and incredibly well composed background score that is there. All the emotions were absolutely pitch perfect in that. The cinematography is excellent as well. They capture the wide shots of the flood ridden area that is there, and it's almost like a metaphor of sorts, in which the lighting also plays an important part. It's murkier at the start, and it at the end, if you see that final shot, it's not completely normal, because you see the characters moving through the flood ridden area that is there, but it's a little brighter. So I think the acceptance that is there is nicely interlinked with the cinematography that is there. Also, the editing, I think, was brilliant here. Each event led to another. It was a perfectly constructed drama, and large credit of it went to the editing of the film as well. The director Tommy, I think he did a wonderful job. I have not watched his documentary, which is on Netflix, Curry and Cyanide. I have yet to watch it, but this piece of direction makes me think that he really knows his craft, and his craft was essentially about creating situations and allowing characters to react to it. His strong point was the characterization, was the setting. A lot of thought process was gone into that, and it came out as such a wonderful film at the end of the day, which even questions your own morality on what did you make of the film. And I think that was a winner all the way. Now, coming to the performances, I feel the performances are excellent, and every character has a role to play in this screenplay. Wonderfully well written screenplay. All characters are grey, all have stakes in the vested interest of the situation that are there, and it makes for an engaging and intriguing watch in many ways. I felt Prashant Murli, I think he did a wonderful job, because his character was complex, and much of his not doings of his character or undoings of his character are behind the scenes. It's not shown, and whatever shown is limited, but it actually makes you want to empathize with him. But then some of the talks almost like make you feel, oh well, was he even a good man? So that's the kind of dichotomy that is there in every character. The character of Arjun Radhakrishnan also has a similar dichotomy, bringing about a chauvinistic side very subtly during the course of the drama at regular places, I would say. Also, I felt Veena Nair, she did a wonderful job as well. I think she was the most purest character here in an otherwise grey setup. There was so much calmness in her character, so much calmness in her expressions that were there, and I think she did a wonderful job here. All other characters, they did a wonderful job, but the show belonged to Urvashi and Parvathy. As I said, they were almost like alter egos, or the same person at different timelines, you can say, in a way, also in terms of nature. And I think Urvashi brought such restraint to a performance. I think it was emotional, it was heartfelt, and I think it makes you want to sympathize with her, but also a part of you says, oh, she shouldn't have done XYZ, whatever is shown in the film. She could have, been a little more open about it. But, it's such a wonderful performance that, you invariably do feel sympathetic towards her. Same for Parvathy as well. You feel a soul is trapped in that situation, and who decides the happiness that she is bound to take. I think she should have control over her life, but is it the right decision that she's made? So that is again a dichotomy, and it was such a wonderful performance by Parvathy. Excellent performance, I would say, in what was an excellent film also. So overall, I feel that Ukku, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Ullozhukku, I don't know whether I've got it right, Ullozhukku, is a wonderful and complex examination of some suppressed emotions that are there, that blur the lines of morality and blur the lines of perspective. Each character gives you a different perspective, which is pretty much like right and wrong. And it is up to you on how you take it, whether you take it like X side or a Y side, or if both sides are right or if both sides are wrong. That is the kind of dichotomy that the film leaves you with, and it was a wonderful film. Another feather in what is a stunning year for the Malayalam film industry in 2024. So if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Please comment on what did you make of the film Ullozhukku, and what were your experiences watching the film? What are your pointers with the film? I know many of you all would have watched it. Many of you all would be waiting for the OTT. I would say this deserves a big screen, so do watch it and let me know your thoughts. Also, liking and commenting is important because it fuels the YouTube algorithm. So please leave a like. Please like or dislike, you can say. Please leave a like or dislike, and also comment on the video. It fuels the algorithm. What you could do more is, share this video with your friends and family. Ask them to subscribe to the channel. Let's grow this Digi family together, and absolutely enjoying making these videos. If you'd like to read my full review of Ullozhukku on my site, it's available. It's a detailed review. I've not given any spoilers in the review as well, but it's still a detailed review more than the video. It's on the site as well, my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below. Also follow me on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Letterboxd. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information is present in the description box below, for my site and on my social media handles. All links in the description box. So I'll see you again soon with another video. Till then, take care of yourselves, and thank you so much for your love and support. Cheers.